Today is the first of your IRA work session days, so I want to go over with you exactly what you need to do on these days so you can get the most productive use of your time. In class the other day, I gave you a copy of this packet, the third trimester IRA packet. If you can't locate that packet, if you go to the wiki, search for MWDS, MWDS documents, you'll find it on there. You can get a copy and print a copy. What I'm going to do right now is really quickly go over with you what specifically you need to turn in by that first deadline. On your first deadline, you need to do page 1 and page 2 of your major works data sheet. And you also need to have created the page for your novel on the wiki and edit the correlating sections on the wiki. So first, let's talk about the major works data sheet itself. My biggest concern with the major works data sheet is quite simply you plagiarize. You plagiarize, you plagiarize, you plagiarize, and that's a problem. What you need to understand is just going to SparkNotes or eNotes or wherever it is that you're going on the internet to cut and paste this information. I don't care if you cite your source. If you copy and you paste, you've plagiarized. Because what you're doing is you're representing somebody else's work as yours, because when somebody just looks at this document and it's all typed and pretty, they're going to assume that you have done that assignment. What I'd like for you to understand is this. The point of this assignment is not to give you some little nothing assignment so that you can cut and paste and get it over with quickly. The point is that you need to learn how to analyze a novel in this way so that you can do so on your AP test. So let's talk about how you can complete this with the use of something like SparkNotes and not plagiarize. Because I understand that for some of you, when you look at a term like characteristics of the genre, you don't know what that means. And you're going to have to go somewhere on the internet to look up what genre is. And then once you find the genre, well, what are the characteristics of the genre? I understand that. That's okay. However, just going to a website and saying, all right, adventure, characteristics of adventure, and copying and pasting that blindly across from one box to another, you haven't learned anything. You haven't internalized anything. So what you need to do is learn to paraphrase and put that information into your own words. You still have to cite your source, but you need to put it into your own words. Don't just blindly copy and paste. As far as the plot summary box, this is one of the things that you are the worst about plagiarizing, and understand that I'm going to come down on you pretty hard if you do. Don't copy and paste this from SparkNotes. Read your book. Read your book and do the summary on your own. I want the summary to be in your words. I want to know what you got out of the book. I could care less what SparkNotes gets out of the book. Those are written by adults that comprehend on a drastically different level than you do. Your plot summary should not include these brilliant turns of phrases and things like that. When it does, that tells me immediately that you've plagiarized. The other thing that I want to see from you as far as plot summary is I want a realistic plot summary. If you give me 3 sentences here, you haven't summarized the plot of the entire novel. If you give me the back copy from your novel, aside from the fact that you plagiarized, you haven't told me what's happened in the entire novel. Also, don't say, I don't want to ruin something here. That's not the point. I've read most of these books. You're not going to ruin anything for me. So that's what I want you to keep in mind there. The second page, describing the author's style and an example that demonstrates that style. You all make this 10 times more complicated than it has to be. If you're describing this book to somebody else, what adjectives do you use to describe it? For example, my teaching style is heavy on the sarcasm. So you could say, for my style, I'm sarcastic. I'm sure you can come up with some examples of me using sarcasm in class. So is your novel formal? Is it informal? Is it conversational? That's what I'm looking for as far as the author's style. And then here, you should have a specific quote that illustrates that specific style. Memorable quotes. Notice that that is quotes with an S. You should have at least 5 of them. The significance, understand that the word significance means that there's some weight there. I don't just want, this is the first quote in the book. Okay, fine. Why is it important? Don't just say this introduces a character. Well, which character? Why is that character important? These boxes should be completely filled out. Don't neglect that information. After you've completed this, then you can begin to copy and paste this information from your typed Major Works data sheet to your wiki page. If you need help with that, if you go to the wiki and you click on MWDS Wiki Project Help, you can get links to YouTube videos that tell you specifically how to do all of the individual steps for doing that. We will be working on the wiki, and I will demonstrate the wiki in class on April the 6th for those of you that haven't seen it before. You're always welcome to come in before school. I'm here by 7 o'clock most mornings, and obviously I have plenty of computers that you can come in and work with me on. So as far as today, to earn your points, you need to either read your IRA novel, work on your Major Works data sheet, read Test of the D'Urbervilles, or work on Study Island. Those are your only 4 options, nothing else. Otherwise, I'm leaving worksheets with Miss Tyson, and she can definitely feel free to assign those for you. You all have a good day, and I'll see you on Monday.